some things.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
You know what I was actually trying to figure out? I was trying to figure out how it's amazing. First of all, it's amazing how when you push record, just stuff just pops in your head to
You're like,
say.
oh, I got this. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah. So, okay, I was looking to figure out how we can add our. Okay, Tammy. Dung. If you're the goal,
You guys into
it's the goal.
ASMR?
Ew.
I know. I literally want to throw up. I don't know why I just did that.
Ew. Ew. Actually, okay,
Oh.
hold on. That's another topic. I need an actual pen to keep on me. Okay, so you got one. Oh, you hit it.
Lucky for you.
Lucky for you. Okay,
Oh.
so I was going. I got to figure out how to put our intro music on Instagram so that we can like. I got to figure out a way. There's got to be a way.
Oh, like it doesn't show on there, or doesn't you can't hear it?
No. Like
What do you mean?
for whenever you put a story, you put music on a story.
Oh yeah.
I want like that music on Instagram so you can put it on stuff.
You know where my mind went? You're like, how to get that song on our Instagram? MySpace
Yeah.
and MySpace songs.
You may try to code that in
Do
to
they
our
not?
profile.
Why do we not have Instagram songs?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
Wait,
that
no, you
would be a
can.
thing.
That's an update. There was an
Seriously?
update that you can have. Yeah, let me open this up.
I'm about to
I'm
have.
about to have a
What were
coronary.
your MySpace page songs?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know. It was probably something ratchet. Probably something ratchet or like 90s country. Should have been a cowboy or something stupid. Something absolutely stupid.
I feel like mine was like emo, like breakup songs. Like I would always put on there, I guess like my mood, what I was feeling, and then I would change my top. I would have like a top four, and I would change it out like every week.
Top four songs or top four friends?
Friends.
And then change the friends out every week.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing says like competition culture and jealousy breeding and you know what I mean? And like
MySpace was a toxic
your
place.
top five. Like you're not even in my top five anymore.
I used to have like a top 30 though, like the top ones that you could possibly have. And there were definitely people on there that I probably didn't even know that I just like put them on there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I just had another idea to talk about today.
Yeah, I just feel like all of my songs were so random and emo and weird.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm Googling. Can you add a song to your Instagram profile? It's
I
already on there. Yes, you
seriously,
can. Open the Instagram app and go to your profile. Tap edit profile and scroll down to select add music.
no one is safe because I'm about to have all the songs.
Okay, so
Music is like my
profile.
thing. That's
Where's edit profile on here? This is riveting content. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing out. But how do I edit? Oh, edit profile. It's not in the settings. Okay, edit profile.
add
And then
song.
what's it say? Scroll down to add music to your profile. Action buttons, contact page, profile information. I don't see anything that says add music. Oh yeah, I do. It's right there. Music. Add music to your profile.
Do it and see what it
Shut
goes.
the front door. We're
Just
gonna
pick
put
like the first song and see what happens.
All Night Revival on here.
Okay, because that's a good one.
All Night Revival.
So, is that on your page?
Yeah, done. Okay, go to my page and see what happens when you get there.
Okay.
You might have to push play because it says
Do you think that there's like other
it says revival
people?
and that play button. Oh, welcome back to her
Okay,
episode
so
of
I'm
what
on
she's.
your page.
Yeah. Is your volume up?
Yeah, it's on and up.
So I think you have to push the play button. Do you see where it says revival on my bio area? No?
No.
Mm, well,
Dang. Okay, I really thought that's not you.
Instagram, it don't work.
Well, I see where
Shouts
like
out
you
to
can
you.
share a song on your little
Yeah.
notes, but
What do you? Let me see your phone. What are you looking at?
well, I mean, like I'm looking at just like my page right now, and I see where you can share a song,
Oh,
and I was on you.
well, click. Okay.
There's nothing there. It's
No, it's
just
not. Were you trying to put a song on yours?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I just went to my page to see what
Is your Instagram app updated?
I don't know. You do that in the app store?
Yeah. Just go to the App Store and type in Instagram, and then it'll say either update or open. The content you came for, people.
Here it
Us
is.
navigating our Instagrams.
That's right. Well, welcome back to This Must Be the Place. It's another episode. Yay.
Another episode.
And it is just the most rainiest day
Yeah. Gosh, have
ever.
you watched or seen the footage from the hurricane?
Little bits and pieces. Yeah, Florida
Yeah.
doesn't look very good.
It doesn't look very good. I have a friend that lives there, and I text her this morning, and she has an iPhone, and this is important because when I text her, it was a green text message, so like they're clearly not having great
It's
reception.
like not a great time over there.
Not a good time in Florida. I feel really bad for them, but yeah, she never replied back, so I'm like,
Oh my
I'm sure
gosh.
she's safe. Like I'm not worried that she's hurt,
Will check?
but I just know that she's probably not got service or internet or you know what I mean, like
Is
anything.
she like in the thick of it? Like is
I
she
think
on the side
into the
where
thick of it, into the thick of it.
the thick of it?
No, she's where did she go? Why do I want to say Tampa? That's not right. That is absolutely not right. She went no Fort Lauderdale.
That's where she like lives.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, I believe. Because isn't
So
that further south?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Let me look.
have like honestly, I'm not sure what parts of Florida are being hit right now. If we're being like
Well, it was is she in Fort Lauderdale? I don't know. She's in Fort Myers. I was like, she's not on
okay. Yeah, I don't
she's not on that side of the she's on the side of the Gulf. She's in Fort Myers. So it went through Tampa. It missed her. It was north of her. It went through the Tampa area, which is south of Panama. But I mean, it doesn't really matter where a hurricane goes through. You know what I mean? Like
everybody clearly
you're
it
gonna
doesn't
be
matter because
affected.
you're still affected. We're
Yeah.
in Kentucky and
And
it's done nothing but rain.
just constant.
Like all day yesterday, all day today.
Forever. And I don't think it's supposed to stop until midnight. My pool was about to overflow.
Looks like an infinity pool.
Dude.
Embrace it.
Then I had to pump it. And then
In the rain?
yeah, because if it goes above the liner, it can go behind the liner and cause a big problem.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
So I had to pump the water out.
Pool props.
Well, in the middle of me pumping it, one of my friends called and her dog had escaped. So I went to help find the dogs and we found the dog, which was good, which I would literally drop everything to go help. And I did because I left my pool pump pumping all my water out of the pool. And I came home and I was like, oh no.
All the water
It
is
was
gone
fine.
now.
It was barely like shooting any water out of the thing. And I was like, it's fine. We have a backup
probably
pump. It's
needed
not
it.
that it's not a big deal. But I was like, man, I have to set a time. Anytime I do anything with the pool, if I'm filling up the pool, I honestly, if anybody has a pool, you could probably relate. Because if your pool water like goes lower because you know you had to like vacuum to waste or you I don't know what you might have done. It evaporated or something, and you put water in.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget about the hose being on. So anytime I do anything with the pool, I should have learned my lesson by now. I need to set a timer.
Don't
Like,
forget
girl,
about
check your stuff.
Don't forget about the hose.
But yeah, no. Speaking of content that no one asked for, that's extra riveting. I cleaned my fridge today. How long's you don't count because you just moved into your house in a couple months, but everyone else, how long has it been since you deep cleaned your refrigerator?
So define deep clean.
Take it all
I like how
out.
you
Take
look
out
out into the crowd.
I'm
for
looking
people
at the
to answer
camera.
that.
I'm looking at YouTube.
You
You watching this.
We know you haven't cleaned your fridge.
Go clean it. It's disgusting. I promise you, it's disgusting. I promise.
So when you say
take all of it out.
When you say deep clean, You mean like take every single thing out of
All
the
the food.
fridge, wipe everything down,
Li- mm,
sanitize, clean.
no, not even that. I'm talking take all of your stuff out and the shelves out and the
Okay.
drawers and the glass out of the shelves
Okay.
and wash it in the sink.
No, like I haven't done that in a long time.
Well, you're gonna be real mighty surprised. Do you have
Well, I
a
mean, I don't count.
you don't. But so your fridge is different than mine because you like the French door style.
I do.
And mine's like it has the French doors at the top, but the freezer's at the bottom where yours is like fridge on one side, freezer on the other side. So for me, there's this drawer where I like to keep my meat separate from everything. I'm just weird. And so I keep a meat drawer. And it like is a long skinny drawer and it's right on the bottom of the the
French
fridge bottom.
doors.
It's right on the bottom of the fridge. And so like when you pull it out, you don't see that but the bottom of the fridge is under there. Honey, take your stuff out of there and look. It was disgusting. It was
Gross.
disgusting. I have never in my life. It took me probably a solid hour and a half, 2 hours.
I was supposed to say 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't do. I mean, I every time I go to the grocery store, I always clean out my fridge every time, but not like that.
Yeah, toss out what's old, what doesn't need to, like what
Yeah,
vegetables
but
have
I'm
gone
not like in there
bad.
wiping stuff down.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
if it's necessary, I will. But I love a good purge and
Oh
clean.
my gosh,
But
I'm in the mood for
it
that.
wears you out, which
Yeah,
actually that brings me to my point. So I cleaned my entire house before I
Florida.
came over. Well,
Oh,
but before I
today.
came over here
Yeah, okay.
today, also before Florida, yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the last time I did it. No, no, that was not true. I normally clean my house every weekend. I can take you guys through my like Sunday reset because I've got one.
Oh, tell it.
I will. But question, and I need to know if you also think this. So cleaned my whole entire house, like top to bottom, like bathrooms, toilets, floors, countertops, like all of it.
Yeah.
Is cleaning a workout?
I think yes, because I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never been more tired than when I clean my house. It's exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
It's exhausting. Kayla, I was gonna clean my fridge. Like I was gonna do this to my fridge, my freezer, and my pantry. They all need to be like and I have like a cabinet where I keep like canned goods and all that stuff. That cabinet where your baking stuff is in there and like all this stuff.
And you can't.
And I did one thing and I was like, that's it for the day. That's it for the day. I don't think my body can take it anymore.
Rip to that idea.
All right, put me in a ripstone. I'm out.
In a ripstone.
Put me in a ripstone. Have you seen that girl on TikTok?
No.
She's this American man married to this. I don't. She's Asian, and I don't know where she's from, so I don't want to be like rude and assume that it's like Chinese, Japanese, whatever. But it's like something like that. And her English is very broken, and
Oh,
she's like
yes, I
always.
have.
He's
I haven't
always
seen their videos in so
yes.
long.
He's always messing with her, and she's
Yes.
like, "I'm put you in a ripstone," and I'm
Yeah, and he's like,
he's like,
put me
"Okay."
in a ripstone.
Yeah, so I always say that.
That's
Well, it's
funny.
so stupid.
No, so I agree. Like
Yeah, it's a lot.
it takes me 2 hours, maybe a little bit more to clean my entire house, like top to
Oh,
bottom,
guaranteed.
everything. Like it takes a long time.
Yeah,
So like
that's why I
it
don't
really
do
is
it.
and I cleaned my house in exactly what I'm wearing right now. So if you're not watching, you can't see, but I've got a sweatshirt
She looks
and
cute.
yeah,
Bike
I look so
shorts.
cute right now.
You just look comfy cozy and
I
like,
just well it's perfect for today, but no, I have on biker shorts and a sweatshirt and a hat. And I was sweating. Like probably
yeah.
like 15 minutes in, I was sweating. And like
Yeah.
what I do is I put my AirPods in and I just turn music on and I just go. So like everybody in my house is like, hey, hey, like trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Sorry.
I'm
Come again.
cleaning. And they get really annoyed, but I'm like, I'm clearly on a mission to get this
Yeah.
house clean so y'all's asses can live comfortably in here. So quit yelling for me to do stuff. But
Mind your
when I'm
business.
like in the zone and my momentum is going, like just don't
Don't try
touch
to stop
me, don't
me.
talk to me. I'm not being rude. I'm being serious,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I'm real serious about cleaning,
Well, there's something to
and I
say.
love to
You
do it.
are real serious about cleaning.
Like I get so excited about the vacuum lines that I leave. Like I've perfected them, and I'm just like I look at them and I'm like,
Look at
Then I'm like, you need to get a life,
that.
Kayla.
That is hilarious.
But I love it.
No, I really love once it's clean, but I get so overwhelmed like in the middle of it that I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna no, screw it.
No, I got a system.
Run
So
us through your system. Maybe I need to take a lesson.
I got a system and I got a Sunday reset. So the system is I clean the countertops of everything first.
Yeah.
Kitchen, table,
I'm gonna take some
bathroom
notes.
countertops. That's right. Get your pins out.
I am actually I'm a taking note.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn. We gonna learn today, girl. We gonna learn today.
This makes me feel so good. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so countertops, well, countertops like everywhere, right? Because you're gonna have to vacuum and mop your floors, and you don't want stuff
Yeah.
that you brushed off your countertops after you vacuum and mop your floors. That's
Yeah.
just silly.
Yeah.
So clean all of those, and then I go through. So while I'm in the bathrooms cleaning the countertops, I'm going ahead and I'm cleaning the toilets. I'm cleaning the sinks. Obviously, I'm cleaning the shower. I'm cleaning the tub. I'm going ahead and I'm getting in there and I'm doing it. I will say while I'm in the shower, I do like to try to keep it clean, and I'll kind of clean a little bit in there, just like when I'm taking a shower, I use a squeegee, things like that. So after I've cleaned all of the surfaces, the tubs, the toilets, the that kind of thing, and if you want to get real into the the grittiness of it, we have the same floor plan. I start obviously I do everything on the bottom first and then I take it up to the top and do it. So
Okay.
like I'll go kitchen to half bath to my bathroom
Yeah.
and then I'll go bathroom upstairs then anything else that's around there. So after that, I am vacuuming because now I've got everything off the countertops,
Okay.
everything's spick and span. I'm getting behind things like no one is safe, nothing is safe. Watch out. So now I'm vacuuming. I vacuum every spot in my house. Like I don't sweep, I vacuum every
Yeah.
inch of everything. And I have a vacuum that I plug in because they work the best.
Yeah.
All right. So I take my hose off, all that stuff, and like dig in places. And
You're using the hose
I use
every
the
week.
hose, not every week, but like I do get the hose into places because it does stay like okay, like where you
Yeah.
can, yeah, it's fine. So after that, after I vacuum everything, so I vacuum everything downstairs, and then I go
This is wild.
upstairs. I vacuum the stairs. That
Is
that is it.
backbreaking.
That is it. Like vacuuming the stairs, I'm like, oh my god, it
But it's so
it's
good.
satisfying.
It's
like you're
very
like, oh, okay,
satisfying.
good. It
I
is
mean, like
really
everyone
satisfying.
walk on the edges of the stairs.
But while I'm doing it, I'm like dripping sweat.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, and I get upstairs and I vacuum up there, of course. And I'm like looking at like my weights and my Peloton. I'm like, there's no way I'm working out
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
Like I've had the workout
Yeah.
of my life.
Yeah.
Fighting for my life out here. So that is what I do, and then I go through and I mop all the hardwood, and I use a Swiffer. So I
Oh,
go
okay.
through and I do all of that downstairs. Then upstairs I mop too, um, hardwood floors, and then bathroom, and then I make sure my diffuser's going. I get that out. Um, so that's like my whole cleaning process. Oh, I
Yeah.
clean the mirrors. I didn't say that, but I do clean all the
Mhm.
mirrors too. And that's just as I'm doing it. If I'm in the bathroom, the mirror's getting cleaned. When I'm in my bedroom, I'm going to clean my big mirror.
You know, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on here. There's only 5.
And that took me like 30
But
minutes.
let me tell you something. Those 5 things are gonna take a lifetime.
They do take a lifetime.
It takes so long.
And a part of my Sunday reset is honestly like through the week, like come Friday, I want to go into the weekend with like maybe a load of laundry to do. Like
Mhm.
I don't want to spend my weekend doing laundry, so I do
know.
it throughout the week. So like right now, I have no laundry to do, like nothing except for what I've got on. That needs to be washed.
Yeah.
But wash our sheets, bedding, all of that stuff every single week, and I typically do it on Sundays.
Yeah.
I need to record a video of me and John like with the duvet cover because we have it down to like a science.
Yeah.
Now. But it cracks me up because when we first started doing it, we would just be like, "What are you doing?" Fighting over it,
dude. Yeah, duvet covers will
but
cause an argument.
Now we got it,
Yeah.
and I had to buy a new duvet insert, which I will tell you about. And
Oh
then I'll get
yeah.
off of this soapbox of like cleaning my house. Like, if you're bored, I'm so
If
sorry.
you're bored, sorry I
This
asked
is
for it.
not the podcast for you. No, I'm
I
kidding.
asked for it.
Just kidding. So, yeah, I make sure like all the laundry is ready to go. I've picked out, like what am I wearing the next day? This is like on Sunday. Like, is
Sweet.
everything in my bag ready to go? Is Sully's backpack ready to go? Like, I have his snack already in his backpack ready to go. I have his water bottle sitting out so I can fill that up. But I make sure there's like no laundry, house is clean, put away, bedding is clean, because when you go into the week, you need peace. You
Yeah.
just do.
You do. You do need peace and you do need to
Stuff
feel
gets
better. And if it you would die
chaotic.
here. You would die here in this
Stuff
house.
I would die in this house.
Yeah.
I went in the bathroom, almost died.
The trash
I
can.
almost died.
I
was
forgot
like,
about that. Listen, I don't use the upstairs bathroom. That's the kids.
you
I
know
don't look
what?
at it. Not on me.
I do feel that way because I don't use the bathroom upstairs either.
Yeah.
John and Sully do. And John, he wants to like throw stuff away in the bathroom trash can that doesn't need to go in the bathroom trash can. I went in there, there's like a large Chick-fil-A cup. I'm like, why is
Thank
this
you.
in here?
I don't know.
And a paper plate.
Don't
And
know.
like a million pieces of tissue.
I don't understand.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's not me.
I know it's not you. I'm saying like person that uses it.
No.
What are you doing? What are you doing in that bathroom?
Do you know I used to have a sign that hung up in the bathroom above the trash can when all the kids were home still that said, "Nothing but toilet paper goes in here." Nothing. Your cup does not belong in there. Your cup is as big as the trash can. Your cup is as big as the trash.
John does
what
that.
Are you doing?
John does that.
Yeah. No, you know what that
walk
is?
Downstairs and
Laziness.
That's right. Lazy. You lazy.
Heard it here
Quit
first.
doing it.
Stop.
I'm like, John, love
Dude,
you.
This I forgot
isn't go.
about the state
This
of that
isn't
bathroom.
go in
It's
here.
not good.
Like, this is a paper plate.
Yeah.
This is a takeout box.
Doesn't belong in your bathroom trash can. It doesn't belong on your countertops. It belongs in the kitchen trash or in your dumpster.
I get it. It's convenient. You're like, I'm gonna throw this in here real quick because I'm in the middle of something. Then
Yeah,
I'll
but what
and
are you
then
in the
I'll
middle
take
of
the
that's
trash.
that important?
Nothing.
Seriously.
Nothing.
Seriously.
Mercedes.
It's always a Mercedes.
But that's the whole deal. But anyways, I made a giant mistake, and so my dog peed somehow in the middle of the night on the duvet cover. Okay. This dog doesn't do this stuff. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
John saw it. He was like, "Is there pee on the bed?" I'm like, "What?" So he was like, "Well, it wasn't me." I'm like, "Well, we didn't."
Thank you for clarifying.
We didn't think it was. But Cubby
He
peed
felt
on the bed.
need.
And I washed the duvet cover, not thinking that like, oh gosh, it actually like leaked through onto the duvet, like the insert.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh dang, like we gotta wash this. Well, because it stunk like pee, and we were literally like about to put the duvet cover on, and I was like, oh god, like we can't do this. So I wash it, and I put it in there on quick wash, thinking this will be fine. Like it's a pee spot, it's not a big deal. Like this thing doesn't get a lot of exposure anyways. It's okay. It was not okay because I got it. I got it out of there and it was like soaking wet.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it probably didn't spin right. Were you home the whole time?
Yeah. And it was like 50 pounds. Like pulling this duvet. I was like, I was like, John, you're gonna have to get this out of here because I feel like I'm pulling a 50-pound body out of
I bet it didn't spin right because that's what'll happen. It'll like shut off if it's uneven.
Well, it didn't shut off.
That's weird.
The quick wash was only like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it said it had a minute left, and I kid you not, it said it had 1 minute left for 20 minutes.
Oh yes.
And I was like,
you know why? It's because it's got a lot of water in it.
That's right. And so I was like, it needs to go through a spin cycle.
Yes.
Even that didn't work. So I put it in the dryer. It stinks. It smells disgusting.
Ew.
I don't know why.
Ew.
I don't know how. I've literally because I used the 7th generation laundry detergent. I threw 3 of those pods in there. 3. Because it's big. And I treated it and everything. Like it should have came out smelling like a spa. Like it should have been lavender. Amazing.
Yeah.
No, it smelled like absolute trash. It smelled
really?
Yes, horrible. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just put it in here. it'll be okay. It's probably just because it's wet, like not a big deal.
Yeah. No.
I opened the dryer this morning and I was like, huh, I almost threw up. It smelled so bad. I immediately took that thing and threw it in the trash can. It is in my dumpster.
So you don't have an insert?
I got one.
Oh, from
I went
Target.
and got one at Target. It's that
Got ya.
I'll
Casa Luna.
yeah, it's that brand.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
it's nice. Oh,
Damn.
it's just like
You know what?
it was a perfectly good. Like I got that not that long ago, but
Right.
it would have been ruined anyways because Cubby
Yeah.
had peed on it. Like there was no way to
Yeah.
fix it. I think it was ruined regardless, and it was
Yeah.
just time to get something else.
I need to show you what happened to mine. One day, I was
I'm done talking because my mouth is dry.
right before we left for Florida. I was doing our bedding because Jade stayed here to watch the dogs.
Yeah.
And I wanted clean sheets and clean everything for her. So I was actually taking the rug out of our room, and because I can't stand that rug, I like it. It was cute, but like it's outlived itself.
You're a changer.
I'm a
You do something for like 2 months and you're like, all right, switch it up. That's
time to change.
You're always.
I love a change. I love a change. Okay, so I'm like fluffing my like cover or some. What was I doing? Yeah, I guess I don't know. For however this happened, Sprite. Oh, I was putting the bedding back on. Jacob had a Sprite can on the nightstand. Fluffed it, spilled it on my duvet. The insert, not the cover.
Which is the worst.
Which is the worst.
You don't want that thing. You have to protect the duvet at all.
You protect the duvet
costs.
insert at all costs because they're a pain in the butt to wash. They're a pain in the butt to deal with. This one's also Boll and Branch, so it's not cheap. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw it in the dryer and just dry it off.
No,
that
what
was a mistake.
That's disgusting.
That was a mistake. Well, it was just like a spot. Like it was just like,
but it's Sprite.
Yeah, but
it's not water.
I know.
Sticky.
You know what? No.
Guys, tell her she's wrong.
I know I'm wrong. I learned my lesson. Guess what? First of all, I didn't have time. Like we were leaving that day. I didn't have time to wash this duvet. It's down. So I'm like dry it and be like, hey Jade, sorry, but there ain't no
my dryer lint trap.
Oh, was it full of feathers?
Like something exploded in there. It looks like I put a chicken in my dryer.
That's probably why it stunk. Okay. So I pull my duvet insert out of the dryer. I'm like, oh, it's good. Newsflash, it's not. It's got a big brown burnt Sprite spot on it, and it's like crunchy, like hard. I'll show you.
Why didn't you tell me about this? You didn't see anything.
I forgot. I didn't really think about it.
Is it like ruined?
No, I mean you can see the spot through the cover, but if I just turn it over, it's fine. It's fine.
It is. I mean,
it's at the foot of the bed. It ain't a big deal, but it's
so like sad.
And it might come out if I wash it, but I still haven't like washed the insert. How often do you wash your insert?
You don't.
Okay, thank you. Don't leave me like I got two heads.
You don't. How often do you? So those of you with duvet inserts,
yeah. How often do you wash them?
How often do you wash them? And then also, this is like your episode today. If you were coming in here looking for all things duvet insert, duvet covers,
we've got you covered
got
today,
your back.
ladies.
But
and gentlemen,
I will say I washed my washer. Like I took it through I cleaned it.
Your washing machine?
Yes. Yeah. Like I put the pod in there that cleans it. I do that once a month, so it's part of the reset.
I noticed that you buy the fresh or whatever things. I was gonna tell you that you don't have to do that because do you run a bleach cycle at all? Do you ever bleach anything? Because that cleans it. There's no need for that. If you do like at least like one bleach cycle a week, it stays clean.
I definitely do because my bedding's white. Bleach it every week.
Yeah, no need
bleach
to do the
bad for you, but
if
you gotta
you
bleach
like
stuff.
Bleach is bad for you?
I don't know. I feel like it is.
I feel like it's just clean.
Maybe I'll go home.
I don't know. Maybe we should look on that website that's like tells us what's
yucca.
Yeah, yucca.
Is it yucca?
I think it's yucca.
You would think it's yucca.
yucca. You guys.
I feel like it's yucca.
Oh,
I don't know though.
I
just feel like it's not U or YUCK.
No.
But like, why would they be like,
Hold
and
on, let me
here's our
Google it.
app, Yucca?
Here's yuck.
You know what I
That is a
mean?
very me thing.
Like
Um,
you would, I'm not being mean, but you would think it was that because I feel like that's your,
let's hear.
that's the like the
Ooh,
way
hold
you
on,
speak.
ready? Oh, cancel. No, just say it.
In your face,
Say it again.
Yucca.
Yucca. Yucca. Well,
You heard it here.
Google says it's yucca, so I guess I'm gonna keep calling it yucca. I'm joking.
But you're
Yucca.
gonna say, so I guess I'll bow down to that.
Guess I'll bow down. No, I'm not
But
gonna do that.
mm,
Okay. Speaking of gross things, like like our duvet covers. Um, do you know that I still haven't gotten a refund for our stay at that god awful hotel?
really,
Really? Yeah, we haven't talked about that on here, but we drove.
I think we did. I needed.
You did. You tell me you got a refund.
Well, they emailed me back and said we are refunding you.
Well, I haven't gotten anything. Here's what happened.
Did you email them?
Oh, honey, I got the story. So okay, set the scene. We went to Florida. We decided we were going to stop and stay in Troy, Alabama. That's a mistake.
Don't ever do that.
Don't stay
Don't
in
stay
Troy,
in Troy.
Alabama. You may as well stay in Montgomery. Don't do it. It's not for you. It's not for anybody. Not unless you
Love horror movies
yeah, and you want to be in one.
things.
Okay, so we decide we're going to stay in this hotel. It's a 3-star hotel.
Well, okay, can we say what it is? Because it was a Courtyard Marriott.
It's a Courtyard Marriott.
And
so
those are so nice normally. They're
fine.
fine. Pictures online.
Courtyard Troy.
Perfect.
Avoid at all costs. Avoid. We get there and we walk in and the lobby looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. This is fine.
It's like 11 o'clock. It's late.
Yeah. It's literally it's almost midnight, and we're checking in. No, it was midnight.
Yeah, so we're all tired. We're just like ready to be done.
We've
it's
got
pouring down rain outside.
Yeah, Mama, who's like in her 80s. Reed,
in
Sully,
her forgetful era.
So like we just need a place to sleep. So we're like, this okay, lobby looks nice.
Yeah.
Breakfast area. We'll come get some in the morning. It's gonna be a great time. We round the corner to go to the elevators and shit takes a turn. Okay. A big turn. We are able to see inside of the walls. There's plastic
water
draping
damage.
Down, water damage everywhere. Like
I think that's why the walls
ceiling, probably why it didn't have walls. Ceiling tiles missing, ductwork visible, plastic covering stuff, just nasty. Okay, you think about this and you're like, okay, it's just a construction site. No, it was a disgusting construction site. Like it was like brown, crusty stuff on the walls and like and the floors, and it was just like disgusting. And I'll post pictures on our stories.
And we weren't gonna leave because
no, if I didn't have kids with us, I would have rather slept on the concrete outside. I'm not kidding you.
It was not good.
It was disgusting. We get to our room, which we all three had separate rooms. My room had like mold and mildew on the air conditioning grates. Like if you look in the air conditioner thing on the wall, it was like white and chunky mold inside. You can't see out the windows gross. Because there was like green mold or mildew on the windows. Our bathroom light fixture where it connects to the wall was just rusted up. Disgusting. Kayla and John's room, you guys had
our room was fine.
Y'all's room was okay, but once somebody took a shower, John took a shower and went to get the towel off the thing. And the towel bar fell to the ground.
Yes,
on the floor.
Literally, the towel, and then the water was like slimy. Like we used our water bottles to brush our teeth. Like if that doesn't tell you anything,
Stunk.
And I'm not picky. Like normally I'll be like, whatever, I'll figure it out. But that, like. I told Sully, I was like, this is what me and Daddy did when we brushed our teeth in Mexico.
Yeah.
So he was like, what?
We literally went into this hotel. It was awful. It was awful. We go the next morning, my husband and the son went down to like look for breakfast, and they were like, there is no breakfast. Like it was just dark down there. No one's saying a word, no music playing, no TV's on, like nothing. Just a barren wasteland. So you, Kayla
They were
gets an
nice though. Everybody that worked there was nice.
yeah, I mean they have to be. It's the only good thing about the hotel. So Kayla gets an email asking, it's a survey. I got the same survey. I filled out the same survey, by the way. She gets a phone call the next day saying this is not up to our standards. We're refunding your stay.
Hmm.
I get zero call back.
I get an email.
Oh, okay. There you go. So an email. I get zero email back. I got nothing. So I called and I asked for a refund, and they were like, "We'll call you back in 3 to 5 days once this has been reviewed."
Wow.
I never got a phone call back, so I called them, and I was on the phone with them for 2 hours on Friday. 2 hours. I get a phone call back, or I didn't get a phone call back, so I called them, and they're like, "Yeah, it looks like it was your refund was denied because it states on the website that there's construction." And I said, I said, first of all,
It
I don't have a
didn't.
problem with the construction. Secondly, I have an issue with the reason that you all didn't get to hear my entire story because whenever I first called and complained, you guys cut me off and I didn't even get to go into the mold and the mildew and the
Oh
nasty.
my gosh.
So then I'm like, I'm on the phone, I'm waiting for a manager. I finally get to a manager after 40 minutes, cut off, gone. So I have to call back, wait again. Then I'm sitting there, and then in the middle of me talking to somebody who's about to transfer me to a manager, it transfers me to reservations. And I'm like, lady, if you can give me a refund, I'll talk to you. And she was like, well, I might be able to. So I'm talking to her for a minute, cuts me off. Call back. Then I'm talking to a manager, telling the manager about this, and it transfers me to the hotel in Troy, Alabama. And now I'm talking to Terrell.
And he doesn't know what's going on.
And I was, at this point, I was so mad.
It's not Terrell's fault.
It wasn't Terrell's fault, but Terrell heard me because I was mad. I was really mad. So,
Poor Terrell.
Terrell, I said, Terrell,
Man.
if you can give me a refund, I'll talk to you. But if you can't, you need to find me somebody who can. And he was like, well, yeah, I would be the person that could do that. So we were talking about it. He said he moved to Troy, Alabama from somewhere. And he said, I'm going to tell you, you're right about that water. He said, that's the water everywhere here. It's disgusting.
Oh no.
That's their water.
That's
So
awful.
our apologies, sentiments to Troy, Alabama water people. So I'm still waiting on, which meanwhile the hurricane was starting to go through at that time when I was talking to him. Like it was like he was getting stuff. He was like, I'm sorry, Miss Dan, I lost you for a second. He said, we're losing connection because of this hurricane. I said, Terrell, listen, your safety is more important than my refund. If you need to go somewhere, go somewhere. And then
I'm just like imagining like the walls, like water coming through and like the roof coming off while he's talking to you.
So yeah, so he was like, "It looks like Miss Dant that you did a prepay,
but you did not.
We didn't. I know."
Didn't.
And I said, "I'm gonna
we
stop
thought
you.
we did.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Terrell. Let me tell you a thing, okay? A thing or two, because what happened was my sister, my mom, and I all booked on the same day. We all thought that we paid that day. We get to the hotel, check in. We were told you didn't pay. We all thought we had paid.
Right.
So we didn't pay in advance. He's like, well, no, you didn't pay in advance, but it locked in your rate. It's a non-refundable thing. It locks in your rate, and it doesn't change, but you can't cancel it.
Everything's refundable.
It's non-refundable.
Everything is.
And I said, oh, I said, that's interesting, Terrell. I said, I challenge you to go look at my sister's account, Kayla Morris. Go pull it up. Because guess what? We all booked the same day, the same website, the exact same way. And guess who got a refund? My sister. Go check it out. He was like, is she a Marriott Bonvoy member? And I said, I don't know. You can check her name and her husband's name. I gave both your names. And he was like, no, they're not. And I was like, yeah, interesting. Guess what, Terrell? I need a refund. I need a refund. I didn't pay $170 to stay in that hellhole. It's a horror. The place is a house of horrors. And I said, I'm not trying to be mean or rude to you, Terrell. I'm really not, I promise. You can't do it. Guess what? We got cut off.
Because of the hurricane.
He called me back and I said, Terrell, if I could see you, I'd hug you.
Because he called you back.
Yeah. He didn't say a word. He said he was filling out a form and that he was going to submit it to one of the managers and I was going to get a call back the next morning. That was
yesterday.
Well, technically I made a mistake in my story and I was talking to them on Thursday. So I should have gotten a call back Friday. I did not. So I'm going to call him back on Monday. Still waiting on a refund. That place was not good.
Or today. You should call them today.
That's true, but I doubt the managers are working. The general managers, I wouldn't think they're working.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
never can tell. Wow.
So
I did not know that all of
yeah,
that happened. Yeah, I totally like they emailed me right back the next day and they were like, this is not up to our standards.
yeah,
We're issuing you a refund. And I was like, what a sweetie pie.
yeah.
And I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
The
You know, it's
world,
like it's not your fault. I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you got to upkeep your hotel.
You
That
gotta
is
clean
your
the mold off
that's your
of
fault.
things.
That's like there's a difference in construction versus like absolute like unlivable like
Conditions, like
would that pass an inspection
gross.
test? Absolutely not. Like
No,
there is a full difference between that. Like
it
am I
stunk
mad at
so bad in there.
construction? Not at all. Don't care. It's midnight. I don't care about the construction. I just want to go somewhere clean,
Yeah,
period. And, nice,
yeah.
somewhat.
Hmm.
But like I did not I didn't realize that they said all that. I didn't know that
Yeah,
all that happened. And I'm over
yeah,
here had a breeze with
yeah.
it. They
You're like,
were they were angels.
they just said it was not
And
up to their standards. I'm like, I'm having to fight tooth and nail.
I will say there were I worked out the next morning too, and
It was like
it
86
was
in
like
there, wasn't it?
86 degrees in
Yeah,
there. So I mean, like I was sweating like when I walked in because it felt like
yeah,
I mean a sauna. But they had a great weight selection. Treadmill was nice.
yeah,
Big mirrors.
yeah,
It's cool. But it was real hot in there. So
yeah,
I'm trying to find the lemons out of that
yeah.
place.
The lemonades.
But yeah, the lemonades because there were a lot of lemons.
Yeah. Making
But
lemonade out of lemons over here, and
I
guess
mean, I
what? It's a
feel like
hard job.
we learned our lesson and
Mm.
we won't.
We'll just be staying in Birmingham from now on.
We won't do that again.
No, we won't.
Rip.
Ever. Yeah. Ripstone.
Ripstone to Troy.
Oh.
Sorry, Troy.
Sorry about it, Troy.
Not your fault, but
We're not coming back.
we'll
On our way
just do a quick
in,
pass through.
on our way in though, Jacob, we were like driving, we were almost to the hotel. And we were like passing all these like businesses, and it's midnight basically, so everything is shut down and closed. And he goes, "Oh my gosh!" And I was like, "What?" He said, "There's just a lady just standing over there, staring, just standing straight up, just staring into a window of a building
What in the middle of the night?
in the middle of the night, in the dark, no
Ew.
lights, nothing, just standing there. Just
And it was pouring down rain.
it was raining, and she was just standing there.
Okay.
That's the drugs.
That's creepy.
That's the drugs.
That is the drugs.
So,
But there's no reason to go back,
no, no. Once is enough. Check it off the bucket list. Not returning.
Glad
Not.
we can say we did it.
It's a notch
But
in our belt. I survived Troy, Alabama.
Not to like totally change the subject, but speaking of rain, because this is what it made me think of. Like I was looking at memories today, and it was sunny, and I was like outside, like on a walk or something, and like took a picture. I did this because I like took a selfie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wish it were sunny. Wish it were like that. Then I was like, you know what? Like, why are we always wishing for something else than what we have? Like, when it's raining, we want it to be sunny. When it's sunny, we're like, gosh, wish it would cool off. Gosh, wish there were a breeze.
Can we be pleased?
Yeah, no,
we can't.
Oh, it's a little cold outside. I wish the wind would just stop blowing just a little.
Yeah.
And if it would, like nothing ever just matches up to what people need. And I just wanted to make a point that we need to be content in where we are. Excuse me. Not trying to pull a Tammy. But we need to be content with where we are and our surroundings. And sometimes that's hard, but guess what? If it's rainy, clean your house.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Lay down, take a nap, read a book, take a hot shower.
Yeah. Not gonna
hurt
you.
I just want to say that because I was driving and I was like, you know what? Why do I care? Mm-hmm. I need to be content where I am.
Precisely.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
No, I feel the exact same way. I tend to like days like this because it's less pressure on me to like do something to do
period.
And like these kind of days I feel more productive inside where I need to be. Like when it's sunny, I feel like I need to be pulled out to do things outside. Now granted, do I need to mow my yard? Yes I do.
Well, I mean, I think everybody does, but like nobody's gotten the chance to.
No one has. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Look at it.
So anyway,
it's been wet.
Yeah. But I think we kind of wanted to end on something a little unorthodox and a little more fun.
Before we do that,
Okay, all right. 'Cause I was looking at our time. We're 45 minutes in, so I
dang
was
y'all,
yeah.
if you're
We're
still
popping
here,
off. Yeah,
love ya.
yeah. You're the real ones.
This is why we're here to just we're here to chat and have fun. So, what song best describes your
Oh
life
Lord, I should have been prepared.
and where you are right now? I kind of
Crap.
don't have one, but I could have one.
The thing is, I never listen to the radio ever because I'm never in the car, and if I am, I'm listening to a podcast.
I feel that.
So I'm like never in the freaking car or listening to the
Doesn't
radio.
It doesn't describe my life, but just a song that it was like blaring while I was cleaning that I was like, yeah, was "Who's Afraid of Little Old Me" by Taylor Swift. This song just hits.
Yeah, that one's good. You know what? I do have one.
Okay.
Um, is it Unstoppable by Sia?
Oh yeah,
I feel that right now.
you were just unstoppable
I
cleaning
feel
that
like
fridge.
very like motivated.
Well,
Like
it's a
to
new quarter.
yes. Like I'm ready to like change everything in my house. I'm ready to like yeah, I'm unstoppable,
Do the
baby.
damn thing.
A Porsche with no brakes, I may
Oh,
say,
skirt, skirt,
in a
roll up.
Mercedes.
Well,
Yeah.
perfect. I
I
love
do
that song.
I do like my sentiments toward Taylor Swift.
Yes,
I
I know.
don't I don't I don't like Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
But do I like some of her songs? Yes, and I don't say because I really don't agree with your choices. That I'm just gonna cut you out. Now if you're like worshiping demons or something, that's a different story, 100%.
I don't think
Then I'm
anybody wants
cutting
to
you down.
follow that person.
But like just, hopefully she's not, and I don't have a reason to believe that she is. So I'm just gonna be like, whatever, we don't see eye to eye. But I recognize her talent. I do think she's very, very talented, especially as a writer, creator. But I do like that song, and I like the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart song.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot.
me and like my best friend, we always send that to each other, and we're like, "This is us." Like, it's so good. But it is a great song. But I was cleaning, and I was like, "So tell me everything is not about me, but what if it is?" And I was just like, and I'm pretty sure John and Sully were like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Commit
But I was just
her.
like going off. I don't know. You just like hear songs and you're like, yeah, like you just
Yeah.
love it. That was me.
Yeah.
That was me today.
No, oh my gosh. So it took everything in me not to buy this yesterday. So my ex stepmom, that's a weird thing. Anyway, she is moving from like our family home after the divorce into a condo. And she is someone who has everything. She has a lunchbox of hers. She's 14 years older than me. Okay. So um
Strange.
it's weird. So my dad is 7 years older than her. She's 7 years older than Jacob, and Jacob is 7 years older than me.
Strange.
It's very weird. So I'm always like, Tracy's 14 years older. I'm four. I always say I'm 40 something. I'm 37. So whatever
What
that makes
is
her. She's
wrong
like
with you?
41, 42. No, oh my gosh, 51, 52. Anyway, I can't do math.
You
If you're
good?
new here, welcome. Um, but like she has a lunchbox from whenever she was in like elementary school still. It was for sale. I was like, Tracy,
Order?
yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing here? But anyway, I went and she had the CD box set of Garth Brooks.
Oh, did you buy it?
No.
Oh.
I was this close because you can't get his music anywhere. Like maybe on Amazon, like Prime Music, I think you can. But I don't have Prime Music, I do Spotify. And it just sucks because he won't let us stream his music. So Garth, if you're listening, let us stream your music.
And we know you are.
Yeah, I know you're fan.
Listening.
Gotta pay it forward, pay it back. Anyhow,
so do we want to end this with Reed?
Yeah, we have a guest, so we gotta call him in here. We gotta. All right, so we've got Reed with us, and if you're watching on YouTube, we're working on a better setup for guests. So if you ever asked to be a guest on the podcast, don't worry, don't fret, my pet.
Y'all look comfy.
We are. It's actually not that bad. I got my big love hand on my butt cheek hanging out of the side, so we'll be all right. All right.
Love.
So Reed wanted to be a guest. And so we were like, okay, well, what can we do? So the segment is, so he's Gen Z. Reed is going to be 13 in January.
There is a big debate on if I'm like the cuspers.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. So you're maybe Gen Z, but you're maybe the next generation.
Gen Alpha.
Oh.
I've never heard anything about
Yes.
these people.
Yeah, it goes
So
with
Sully's
the,
generation.
Gen
Never
Alpha.
heard anything about these people.
Lord
Has a
help
son.
them.
So we are going to do a segment. We don't really have a name for it. It could be just called What the Sigma.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, What the Sigma. So with this brain rot language that they have these days, we all are left wondering what these kids are even saying, truly, because he and his friends will have conversations and it's like they're speaking a different language. And I'm not joking. Like, it's like, what? Like, the stuff that they think is funny, I don't even understand.
Like, what are they
it's
saying?
just the most random stuff.
So let's make this interesting. So Reed, how about you say the word and then we have to guess what it means, and then you tell us what it means.
Well, I'm
like
gonna
what we
know
think it means.
some of them, but
I wanted to do purple heart brain rot. It's more of like, I'll start off with,
okay, you could just start with that.
yeah,
Because honestly, that's something that we don't know.
purple heart brain rot. And then
Purple heart.
It's like a big category.
Oh, it's a category.
Yeah. There's
words.
brain rot, and then there's purple heart brain rot.
Okay, well, when I think of Purple Heart, I think of the military.
Yeah.
Somebody gets a Purple Heart.
Yeah.
When they're like dishonorably discharged.
Yeah. Yes. No.
Right?
No. When they're hurt in another country on duty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get
they
a
have to be like
heart.
seriously hurt.
No, they can just be
like they just got hurt and then they got it. Hurt, but they still can
hurt on duty
participate.
Yes. Yeah.
in the activities.
Yeah,
okay.
like for example, like I know that one of my uncles, I have two step uncles that are Green Berets. They're retired Special Forces, so they're not active anymore. But one of them actually got like grazed by a bullet, like just barely grazed by a bullet, and I don't remember where. And that could be not a great representation of what actually happened. There was something where it was a bullet, or maybe it was a piece of shrapnel or something like that. Like but it was a piece of metal he got hurt by, but he was on American soil and they were just training. So it wasn't even like they were on a mission or anything. They were just doing like training exercise. And he would have gotten a Purple Heart had it happened outside of the country, but it happened here. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So Purple Heart. What do you think brain rot is? Because I know what brain rot is.
Well, I feel like brain rot is just like it's not good for you. Like it's just dumb, stuff in your head.
I wouldn't say it's like
rotting your
not
brain.
good for you. I wouldn't say it's not good for you, but I would say that it's not.
So what's brain rot?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's bad for you, but I wouldn't say that it's good for you either.
Brain rot is.
Brain to rot.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like slang that's.
So it all started with
Skibbity
toilet, yes. So, and then people were like, why do people think this is funny? I'm going to start using skibbity ironically.
So skibbity toilet is a what?
I can't believe we're talking about skibbity toilet on a podcast.
Skibbity toilet is, if you want to YouTube it, look it up on YouTube. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's not funny at all, but apparently a lot of kids think it's funny, and then older kids are making fun of the younger kids using skibbity ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about Purple Heart Brain Rot. Purple Heart Brain Rot started with... I'm just going to do Ellie and Mason House. What do you think Ellie and Mason House is? Have you seen that?
No.
Oh.
You're speaking Spanish.
So Ellie and Mason House is...
Are these people? Ellie and Mason?
Are
those people?
Yes.
And they live in a house.
There was a video.
We got a show.
There was a video.
It's
Go ahead.
This.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
And it's this girl bawling her eyes out to her mom. Can I please go to Ellie and Mason house? And then they kept remixing it. and there was this, and it was this, not me being house, purple heart, I.
What?
Thank you.
I
And now-
literally don't
Now
understand
purple heart is like
any
the
of that.
big
Not me.
category of it.
I understand the not me part.
Right.
Being house, I don't understand
Ellie
that.
and Mason house. Like,
Ellie and Mason house.
so, like, this girl really wants to go to Ellie and Mason house. Ellie and Mason's house.
House,
Her mom is saying no. She's really upset. She's crying.
clearly.
So it's like not me being the house. But I don't understand why she's the
It's-
house and what the purple heart has to do with anything.
They kept like remix, and it's not they didn't post that. It
So you're
was,
saying
it was,
it's because of the
it's like edited, but not me being house, purple heart, I. And then there was this like big like, these are all fake except for this one. People would just like, can I please go to Ellie and Mason house?
yeah.
Ellie and Mason house, Ellie and Mason. And then right here, purple heart. And then somehow people just started capitalizing the end, capitalizing the last word of their sentence, followed with purple heart. And it's just like, I can show you something. The whole comments will probably be Ellie and Mason house.
No wonder this is called brain rot, because my brain is rotting.
See?
Thank you.
I don't
They took
understand
my
what we're talking
eyes.
about.
What is this?
Mm-hmm.
She had to pay the price. This is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Why'd you turn it to lost silver?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's very confusing. It makes zero sense. And this is what it's like to live with a teenager these days. So if you're interested in trying to decipher hieroglyphics or old languages that don't exist that have been brought back to life, come around, because that's what this is like these days. So give her just a random word and ask her what it is.
I'm gonna give you one of the really funny ones. Mama, a girl behind you.
That's like 5 words.
Yeah, I think we're missing the point here.
Wait,
Don't-
what?
Yeah,
Like,
just a
okay, remember how like
word.
cap?
Yeah.
Remember no cap? Remember
And
that?
yes, and all
okay,
yeah.
That's
We're
so
not asking for,
easy.
like,
I just now got understood. I saw a hair loss treatment billboard, and it was said no cap.
yeah,
You get
people
it?
are using it big time.
No cap.
Yeah.
You don't need one.
Don't need one.
And we ain't lying.
And we ain't lying either.
I can't really do that with purple heart brain rot. I
What
can
else?
do it with
Just you don't have to
just
start
brain
with it.
rot.
Yeah, just what's one word?
there's not really one word.
Okay,
There's
what
like,
is
there's only
skibbity
skibbity.
mean?
Skibbity is a
No,
like
she's got a guess.
oh.
Skibbity. I just feel like it's like, let's go, skibbity. What is it?
It's a neutral term, but it's usually used like good. Like
that's
saying,
skibbity.
saying
That
you're
food.
saying, oh, you're so skibbity means like, oh, you're so cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Sigma was.
Sigma, okay, so there's, the ranks, right?
I don't.
Alpha, beta.
So there's omega, beta, alpha,
Are we
and
in a
then
fraternity now?
some people say sigma, but that's really, it stems from, in 2022 there were these sigma male podcasts, and they were like, yeah, I like to slap my wife every day, I'm so sigma. And people are like, okay, you're not cool, you just slapped your wife. And people started using it ironically.
That's not cool.
No.
Slapping your wife is not Sigma.
Sigma. Oh, my lands. Okay, well,
There you have it.
there you have it. So that is going to pretty much do it for our episode today. We are at 30 seconds shy of an hour.
Woohoo!
So we spent 20 minutes talking about cleaning.
We
We
won't do this to you
spent-
all again. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
So we get on a Saturday when we have
Yeah.
no plans.
Yeah, this is being recorded on a rainy Saturday.
Not really
So-
that rainy.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And we hope we see